back, RezRootz Part 2. We're having so much technical difficulties right now. So, hey guys, this is Will. I am Ness Purse, Spokane. I am a student life intern, a resident director, a spiritual formation mentor,
wow,
a pizza genius,
wow,
God's child. Yeah.
Most importantly,
So that's me. And who are you?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Karen Begay without an E. Make sure y'all get that right. So I'm a student here. This is my junior year. What else do I do? Oh, I'm the admissions counselor for IBC. So if you're interested in coming or interested about IBC, contact me.
At Whoa Dude.
Yeah, at Whoa Dude on Instagram. You'll see it. Yeah, and I mean, I work with Fifthwind. I make soap, signs, and that's really
Making soap.
Yeah. Oh, you guys should watch Fight Club. Just a heads up. Watch it.
what? Okay,
I make soap on there.
Oh, okay.
Man, uncultured.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm uncultured.
I'm not sorry. I'm uncultured. I just am. Anyways, hi, I'm Hannah. I am a student. I breathe air. I eat food. I don't know what I do. Oh, I do the Instagram for Hope Team and IBC. So most of the stuff you see created and curated by me. Yeah, that's kind of all I do here. I'm not cool like these guys. I don't do a lot of things. I have a Subaru.
I'm not cool. It's all good.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's all I got. Anyways.
You are cool, Hannah.
You guys are all cold in my eyes.
My eyes.
That's like a cringe thing to say. It's all cheesy.
It's
I
okay.
just thought of Pinocchio. You guys are all cool.
Well, honestly,
sorry.
I've actually meant that, so my nose would be. That's
I know,
why
I
it's the
was
same.
kidding.
But yeah, hey, I'm I'm Emmanuel Bryant. My first year, second semester here, new to the Hope Team, and just like a little background, I'm gonna be the new guy helping with tech and videos. So I'm very looking forward to it. Also working with Johanna, possibly in the future with videos when it comes to Instagram and such. Right now, she's doing majority of it. It's still on her, but we're still in the talks and running, I believe, right? Yeah, and excited to excited to see what else I can help with here at IBC.
Thank you guys. The question I forgot to ask you guys on our first part that we messed up, or I messed up, is how was your break?
Oh,
Your Christmas break? Did you get rest? Did you not rest?
let's just
Were you
say.
stressed?
Let's just
Or
say
were you
I.
blessed?
Let's just say I.
spitting bars over there.
Talk go. But yeah, if I be honest, the break was good and bad. Because one, I was really lazy. I just slept, stayed in bed. If there was no work or nothing to do, I just slept and stayed in bed. If there was work, that was the only thing I got up for and got myself to do. But eventually, I think honestly, within the quiet time I had, it finally gave me time to realize oh man, I could use this time to spend time with God. And now I've been finding time for me to spend with God, reading His Word and just praying. And honestly, it's going really good now. So in a way, the break was bad to show my bad habits, but it was good to show me how I can use that time effectively.
That's so good. Lord taught you something.
Yeah.
So one thing I like to say is better learning than not knowing it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
How about you, Hannah?
For the first 2 weeks, 2 weeks? I'm going to say 2 weeks. I spent here at IBC just pumping out hours. Hey, Win, stop. I spent the first 2 weeks pumping out hours, doing stuff ahead of time for the Instagram and also doing some housekeeping stuff around IBC. Then in the times I wasn't doing that, I was with Emmanuel, hanging out, watching movies, cooking stuff, getting into trouble.
It's kind of funny because I actually did get in trouble.
I did not know that, but
Okay, so let me explain. Sorry, I didn't get in trouble. Like seriously, what happened was I left dishes in the sink of student center, and I had to go to work. So I told myself I was gonna wash them when I get back. So I left, and apparently somehow I don't know if it was me. I know for sure it was off, but I flooded student center. Yeah, because the sink somehow magically came back on, and then I was at work and I get a Facebook message from Cornell like, "Hey y'all, good job! Somebody flooded the student center, like the kitchen area, because the whole sink filled up with water, and then it overflowed and it went into the cabinets too." And I remember going to Cornell like, "Cornell, I seriously do mean this, that it was off when I left. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm very sorry this happened." So yeah.
I remember that actually.
see, that happened after I left. I'm joking.
It was her. I was kidding.
No. Okay. So when I left, I went home. Oh my gosh, my light is on. I went home. Christmas happened. Went down the canyon, hiking down the canyon, butchered a cow. Navajo. Ooh. That's what we do. We butcher cows. Had some fun time with family. It was like a whole day trip from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., I think it was. So it was fun just being at home, playing Uno down the canyon, eating meat straight from the bone. And it was nice. Got to take one of the students home, and they got to see how my culture does things because she's not Navajo. And yeah, that was fun. Got to hang out with my family. They're really extra, but they're fun. I got back, and right when I got back, started doing homework.
It's always fun to look forward to, right? Yeah. We just love homework here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, but since I'm on the podcast, yeah, homework's amazing, man.
I love homework, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm honest. There you go. I just realized your shirt, Karen. Okay.
Oh yeah, Tupac.
R.I.P. Tupac.
Oh wait, yeah. I didn't even notice
Good
that.
shirt. Yeah.
How was your break, Karen?
It was pretty good. I spent my first week here. I was part of like my GAP group, which is like a young adults group, and I got to help with my youth group that I helped lead with a few other people. So yeah, it was cool. We had like a Christmas party. It was really fun. And then I went home that night. Oh man, so when I was driving home, I guess I was a lot more tired than I expected because I woke up at 7 and I was awake until 4 a.m. the next day because that's when I got home. So yeah, I don't even remember my drive back. So I'm like, the Lord definitely took the wheel that night. And it was pretty crazy. But I got home and my break was pretty chill. I didn't really do anything. I did nothing, and that was a first for me. Since my semester is always like do one thing, then go to the next right after. So I did nothing. I spent most of my time with my family, and I only left my house like 2 days out of the whole break. Left my area. Like I went to see family in my valley, but that's really it. Yeah, so it was really good. And I got to share the gospel a bit with my dad, and that's like a really great highlight too, because I don't really have the courage to do that a lot of the time, because my family didn't really want Christianity in our house for a long time until like last year, so they've been more open to it. Well, they're not talking about it, but it's better than bashing on it, so there's a difference. And,
small steps.
I also think it's just part of the reason of them seeing Christ move in you. They're seeing their light in you, seeing like how he's changing you and transforming you. So I think that's probably like their curiosity, or see Jesus doing really good in your life. So because that's how it was for me with my family. My family is still traditional. They will bash Christianity all crazy when I'm not around, but then when I'm there, they're like shaking hands, like, oh yeah. But yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah.
It's definitely God moving there.
Yeah.
Seeds planted. Yeah.
5 years later.
Yeah. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, God works in mysterious ways. So, seeds planted, and He'll be the one to water it. So.
Very nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Just kidding. All right, I'm the only non-Navajo here, so
What?
I'm butchering you guys' language. I'm sorry.
Dang.
No, it's funny. I like it.
Well, there was some out there that didn't like it, so.
Oh, okay.
Should I say names? No. I won't.
No,
I'm
that's
just kidding.
gossiping.
I'm
That's
just kidding.
wrong.
I'm just kidding. No, I'd say my break. It was a huge praise, but then there was also a little bit of grieving I had. The praise was being able to stay in a healthy environment. It was crazy. Like, I'm telling you, when I say I was in a culture shock, like, I was in shock. Like, you guys are too healthy for me, man. It's like this is hard for me. Like, it was hard for me to stay. The guests that were, their names is Steve and Bev, and they're Barb's sister, Bev. So Barb was a librarian here at IPC. She's from the area from where I'm from. And she let me stay with her sister and her husband, Steve and Bev. I went there, and yeah, it was just hard for me to adjust. Because I was like, no one's arguing. Nobody's fighting. There's no tension in the room. Like, I was like, this is weird, man. I was like, what the heck? And then, yeah, I just can't get a full grasp on it. I guess in a way, what I was telling Josh Manning was, it's still hard for me to accept to this day of what all happened, because I was like that was just God's blessing. And the grieving part of the side of things was, I wish I was able to stay with these two long before. On all the breaks that I've been going home and stuff. But I didn't. And but being able to have a place to go with just Steve and Bev, shout out to them, because they were so hospitable and caring for me, and in most ways it felt like, I was the unhealthy one there. That's literally what it felt like. I was like, it was just hard for me to get into that, and I told them too myself, like, it's just different for me. So if you guys feel some kind of distance from nothing or something like that, it's nothing on you guys. It's me. I'm still trying to get used to this. So, and they were understandable with that.
That's good.
So, yeah, they did not let me spend a dime there either.
Oh, wow. So
that
cool.
was the other thing. I was like, it was funny because they were asking me, like, well, what kind of snacks or stuff you eat? I was like, I honestly don't do snacks.
What?
Yeah,
No
if
hot
you guys
Cheetos?
didn't know that, yeah.
What?
If you guys didn't know that, I
feel
don't
like
do
you
it.
I
talked
knew
about
that.
this, but
Yeah,
I forgot.
I knew that.
Yeah,
I feel like I heard about it.
I really don't do snacks, and I was like, I just drink like energy drinks or soda, pop.
Yeah.
They say pop up there, so I got used to saying that. But so they were like, oh, okay. And then the next morning, they came walking down the stairs. Man, they got me like Monsters. Gave me a bunch of soda. I was like, oh
That's
my gosh. And then I was
cute.
like about to get out my wallet, give him money. Like, oh no, it's all good.
Yeah.
He's like, don't give that to us, Yeah, they were really willing to do all of that extra buying for me. Like, I was like, even going to a restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants up there is Zips. It's like a burger joint. They have good burgers there. was like, you take me there. I want to get a burger. Go in there, and they even bought that for me. I was like, so like they did not let me spend a dime. I was like, oh my gosh,
Oh my gosh.
let me spend my money.
I got money, let me spend it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really how hospitable and how caring they were for me. See, that's why I'm saying I just have a hard time accepting it. I was like, I feel like I need to pay you guys back or something. Like,
Yeah.
You're just healthy.
Yeah, yeah, but it was good, and it was cool too to have my son to be a part of all that. You know, the healthy environment.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in all honesty, like my brothers, my siblings, yeah, it was pretty hard, and having my son be around all that. And I think now that I look back at it, yeah, I remember there was a few moments where my son was kind of feeling the same way. Like, this is different. But he was enjoying it. I think he adjusted faster than I did. So I was like, I'm still trying to adjust to everything. But
Dang. Wow.
And then one last thing that I really, a huge ministry opportunity. I really didn't tell much of my family that I was coming up. I honestly was just trying to be low key, just be there with my son. That's it. But you know, God was like, "Nay, you're all wishing." So you thought, and it was my sister's birthday, and I'm not here to bash on my sister or anything, but she is struggling. It was hard for me to go to her birthday party, and she was drinking. I was a little upset at first because I was like, why should have told us something before we make our way here. And anyways, my sister and her boyfriend, my sister told her boyfriend, if you want to marry me, you gotta talk to my brother William. And it was completely caught off guard. You know, I'm just there, just chilling. And boyfriend came up and said, like, he pulled up a chair, like he sat like right in front of me. And I was like, what the heck's going on? So I was all like this. I was like, hey man, you're too close. So I was like, yeah. Then he looked at me in the eyes, and to be really honest with you guys too, like I did not get along with her boyfriend at all. There were multiple times where I just wanted to hurt him. A lot of things, like I was angry at him. I had a lot of grudges, bitterness towards him. So I don't know what was going to happen, but I was ready for it if he was trying to do something with me. But then the first thing he said, he looked at me in my eyes and he said, I'm sorry.
Right.
He said, I'm sorry for the times I mocked you, the times I disrespected you. And he was like apologizing to me, and I was like, oh, thanks. So I kind of got my guard down a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Like, and he asked me, he was like, can I marry your sister? And mind you, too, my whole family was there. I felt like it could have been more private. But we're kind of in front of everybody. I was like, this is not the place to do this. Here I look over her boyfriend's shoulder. My brother Steven was over the shoulder. He was like looking at me like, no. And then my mom was like where Karen was, and my mom was like, she literally was like, no. And then like all these people were like disagreeing, like I was like, what the heck?
Wow.
So then like finally everyone started calming down. They started being quiet and they were listening to me. And I was like, let me see your hand. So like I grabbed his hand. So I'm like, all right, there's two things you could do with this. First one, building up. And I used my mom's husband as an example, like, being there, I'm encouraging, I'm affirming, physical touch, building up. And then I asked him, like, what's the second one? What's the second thing you could do with these? And he was like, It's funny. One of his responses was video games. I was like, well, that's one of them, yeah. Sure. But then like you kept guessing and you wouldn't get it. And then I was like, all right, this is the second one. Breaking down. There's a lot of things you can break down with your hands. There's a lot of things of this. I told him this is where our family messed up because we could have, built each other up, but instead we broke each other down by physically abusing each other. And then I looked at him, what are you doing with your hands? And how do you see yourself doing this with my sister? And I told him, I'll be really honest with you, there was a lot of times where I saw you actually break down more than build up. So, and he started crying, and I told him, like, as of right now, I honestly can't say yes, because there's a lot of things that you need to work on, but there's also a lot of things my sister needs to work on as well. And codependency, the security issues and identity and stuff, and the value, devaluing yourself. There's a lot of that going on, and but I was really thankful though, because my whole family was listening. It turned out to be a whole big old sermon. So. But it was cool though, just seeing how God moved, and I really hope and prayed after I left and we left. I prayed like, God, I really hope my family got something out of that, because they all listened. It was crazy because, Josh Manning was like, I already know you're going to run into your family. It's not an if, it's more of a when. So, but sure enough, it was, but God really moved a lot. And it was just really an interesting moment, because I had this inside joke with Manning of being a marriage counselor. And it was like, I'm not even married. It's like, there's a lot of multiple times where I help married couples get along or pray for them and stuff. So sorry, that was long. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
That was a good story, man. I really enjoyed it, and I'm not gonna lie, you make me think of that meme with Red Skull, where he's like, "I guide others to a treasure I myself cannot possess."
Yeah. Yes. That's literally what it is, man.
That's what I'm thinking right now. That's what I see as you. You're like, I'm not married yet, but I can help you.
It was crazy because I love my sister a lot. She's definitely seen a lot of guys, including my own brothers, as she's been abused by them a lot, by my own dad too. I made a promise to myself as a kid to never lay hands on her, because let alone never lay hands on a woman, because I've seen them do that to my sister a lot. So she's definitely been through the storm. So really love and care for her and stuff. Anyways, that was a long story. I'm sorry.
No, it was great, man.
So the next question I was gonna have you guys answer is...
Wait, can we cut real quick?
Yeah.
Real quick. I'm just gonna turn this off just so
Pause.
it doesn't get too hot.
All right, so the next question I have for you guys is, what is one thing you're looking forward to this semester?
What's the one thing we're looking forward to?
Yeah, this semester.
Making videos for this podcast. I'm really looking forward to it, and also being I'm not sure if it's starting this week, but I was talking to Jason about it, of being the new tech guy for Chapel too. Yeah, doing slides and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like rambled with Aaron. I was like, man, I want to do this. I want to do slides. I want to do backgrounds. I want to do transitions. Like, if you guys are doing announcements, let me make the announcements. Like, we'll put it on the screen, put photos up there and all that. Aaron was like, we need that. We need all that. So I don't know if it's starting this week or so, but now that I think about it, I gotta get in touch with him. But it would be nice to help with that. I know it might make things more complicated than it's simplified, but I love going overboard with everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, looking forward to new videos for the podcast now, man. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
This semester, I guess this semester I'm looking forward to where my ministries go and how I'll get to develop my skills or my sheep skills into it, my spiritual gifts, and just seeing all of that kind of come through with the podcast, because that's one of my ministries, the Instagram, and my off-campus ministry, which is called English Corner. It's on our local university's campus. And I'm excited to see that because I really love that ministry. I really love what they do, what they're trying to strive for. So, and I've made really good friendships there. So I'm super excited to see how that goes this semester.
Nice.
Okay. So for this semester, I'm going through this thing called Mending the Soul, MTS, and I'm not so excited for the journey, but I'm excited for the healing that'll come at the end. Yeah, just because I'm not very good at being vulnerable with things, so I can be honest, but I'm not good at being transparent or vulnerable. So. I know that it'll challenge me in that way, and yeah, I'm just excited for that.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for you too, Karen. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah. Healing, yes. Yeah, I think for me this semester is, it's still like, no longer being a student and stuff. It's gonna be an interesting semester because I will be stepping back from Little Caesars at the end of January.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, like you're leaving?
Yeah.
No more discounts.
The free pizza. I only used it once.
I mean,
You still got Emmanuel, you still got Jerry.
Pizza.
Oh, man.
I swear I told you guys that.
No.
Now you guys know.
You told me you were stepping down, but I thought you meant like from manager to crew member.
Oh, no.
That's what I thought.
I'm stepping away.
Did
Really,
they know?
yeah, it was crazy because when I got back and from my trip back home, I kind of went, I regret doing it and just jumped right back in it. I took a day off, but I jumped on the next day, and it was already mentally draining me. When I got there, I was like, I just can't do this anymore. So then at first, I was just literally like, I'm going to put in 2 weeks. I'm just going to do it. I was about to write it up.
Oh, man.
But then I was like, wait, I didn't really talk and pray through it with the Lord first. And then got back to the house, and I was like, wait, so if I put in my 2 weeks, that means I have to find a job for the summer. So I was like, nah, I gotta figure something out. And then I was like, all right, let me just talk to our general manager. So I talked to him. It was funny because he had a feeling that I was leaving.
Oh, man.
That I wanted to leave. I was like, hey, man, I need to talk to you before you head out. And he's like, all right, well, let's talk now. And then he's all, this sounds like it's going to be serious. Is it going to be serious? I was like, yeah. And he's all, are you leaving? I was like, how do you know? And thankfully, he was saying, like, he'll keep you on the payroll and stuff. We just won't schedule you. So take a couple months off.
Really?
And then you
That's
can come
so
back.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, immediately felt the Lord's peace.
Wow.
I was like, all right, cool.
It's like Nate has my respect more now. I have respect for him, but now I have just more now for him.
Yeah. So he really understood where I was coming from. But it will be interesting because it's like a lot of extra time off. So I'm like, now what do I do with that? How do I manage that? And
Hope Team 24/7.
Yeah.
You could come up with the RezRootz intro now. Hey,
Yeah. I know. So there's a little bit more time, and I'll be around here more too. So it's one thing I'm looking forward to because last year just killed me. Last semester.
That's right. When we were talking, you were saying how you would just get off meetings and then go straight to work, and then it's like already bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right back at it again in the morning meetings.
Yeah.
Right back again at Little Caesars, and then come back again for Thursday morning meeting before the chapels. Just couldn't do it. Just can't keep up. But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting this semester. So I'm gonna see how it goes.
Yeah. That's amazing, though. I'm really happy to know that Nate gave you a couple of months off.
That's so cool. That's so, wow. Blessings.
I know. I was like, yep, that's the Lord's direction here. I was just about to put in my 2 weeks and call it. I was like, I'm out of here, guys. So I'm done with you guys. I can't do it anymore.
I mean, at least you didn't pull what our employee did 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Dang,
One of the workers, she was just like,
It was
I
only
quit.
she was only there for 2 days and she quit.
Was she like a
High schooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on at Little Caesars. So
Dang.
there's always something going on.
I got the tea.
Yeah.
Hey.
But that'll be on a different podcast. Different time. No, I was kidding.
Tomorrow. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Hey.
No, there's no such podcast.
Yeah. So what else? I'm lost now.
Well, we haven't talked about the weather, that's for sure.
Yeah, Hannah, give us a weather update. I don't know
Okay.
why I keep asking you, but
It's cold outside. The wind is winding, and the snow is snowing. We got like a foot of snow last night. As of like what time? What today? Today is the January 15th, and last night we had a blizzard storm type thing. We got a foot of snow. My Subaru is covered in snow. One of the girls' car is just like a little lump of snow because it's a really small car. And yeah, very cold. Don't go outside. Yeah.
Nice.
Don't be driving around too. People don't know how to drive in snow. Shake my head.
Yeah, I gotta say that.
a foot of snow. Yeah, dropped your phone again.
Now I know how it broke.
Yes, like she cracked her phone and she hadn't noticed it. But now, you know.
It's right there.
I dropped it like 3 times in the last hour.
Yeah, everyone heard it.
Gravity just likes to work extra hard around me.
It's a big phone, too.
I had this phone for like 3 years now. Oh, shoot.
Don't drop it again.
I had this phone for 3 years, and I finally cracked it, so I would say that's good stats.
Good stats. Very good stats.
I choose Apple, though. Apple gang.
Hey, I will say I respect Apple people, but I love Samsung, so you can't convince me to go to
Me too,
Apple.
I'm just a simp
But I
for
will
Samsung.
respect you guys' products and your choices.
I'm
But
a
if I was kidding, no. If I had to, just kidding.
I'm a simp for
Write
Samsung.
it
So.
down.
I'll rap about it. Just kidding. Hey, a diss track. Just kidding.
Oh, have you seen like those rap battles between
Yes.
like on like YouTube?
I've
That's
been
such a
watching
big
those
thing.
lately. It's amazing.
Yes, the nostalgia. Nostalgia.
I watched the one with Bruce Lee and Clint Eastwood, and Bruce Lee's last line. I mean, Clint Eastwood's last line completely nailed it.
Yes. Well, maybe after we're done recording, I'll show you it.
Yeah,
Good.
because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, we gotta show Will. Yes, we gotta educate him. Well, back to the snow though. I will say, like, with the whole foot of snow was very amazing to see. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be that type of dude here in Flagstaff that's like, bring more snow. We need it.
yes.
It's always dry. It's always windy. It's always wet. Like, yeah, it's wet, but it's the frozen wet, and that's the best part about it. And I want more of it.
So, where's Terrence at? He needs you to debate on that. I remember you guys were talking about
Oh,
that.
yeah, we had a conversation on that. I forgot about that. I was like, where have I heard this from?
It was when we were here this past weekend or so. We were all sitting here, we were talking.
Frozen
And then we
wet.
were
Oh, that's when we went to Walmart.
We were trying to
Wet,
figure out
frozen wet.
the state lines too of Oklahoma and Texas on the whiteboard, and Karen was all trying to show it on a map.
Was that last week?
No,
That
that
was
was
like-
not. That was
That was
last
long.
year.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
that's long.
Hey,
Wow,
last
get outta here, just a
day.
dad.
And that's your 2023 joke of the year.
Dad joke.
Sick.
No, was funny.
What's funny?
No dana haha.
I'm just gonna add like smiley emojis coming up above you right now. But yeah, the snow is amazing. I love it. And this morning when I had to get to church, my tech dude Josh, he called me and he was just like, "Hey, are you awake? I mean, have you looked out your window yet?" And I was all waking up. I was like, "No, I just woke up." I looked out the window and I just see the snow coming down. I was like, "Oh shoot, there is snow." So he's like, "Will you make it in?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And then I was like, "Okay, I'll see you soon." So I get ready, take a shower, put on my face lotion, and then I don't know why I add that.
Face lotion.
No, well, okay. I watched American Psycho, and I remember that scene where he's like doing the whole face peeling. So when I was like doing my face lotion, I was thinking of that scene.
We should get him like a peel off face mask.
Just taking off your skin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well.
Do you guys have like a word for that? Like
No.
scary?
No.
What? That's
I'm trying to think of I don't know how you say it. When you say D.
The
Degus.
Like D, bad guy.
Oh.
Like D, this guy over here.
Is it like nay?
No,
Or-
I can't explain it. But it's
Ye?
D, like D, like D. I don't know. That's what we say.
Is it like a similar?
Maybe?
Because when we say, like, for Navajos, if we want to say ye ya, but not the full word, we'd say ye.
But it's like in a joking way.
Yeah. Like
yeah, I
if
think so. Yeah,
if
let's just
someone's
say
being
D,
all-
yeah.
if someone's being weird and they're like joking around about
Like they're being an auntie.
yeah, like skinwalkers and stuff, like making like funny serial killer meme jokes type of things, then we're like, yee, scary, don't do that.
I think so. I think I can't really explain it. It's just like D. You know? Yeah, I don't say it as much because you guys wouldn't get it.
Oh, you should say it though.
Just say it so we
Yeah,
understand, like we get it in our head, like how you learn yee ya.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know what?
no.
That makes sense because when I was at Little Caesars yesterday, I was making dough bread because we ran out of bread dough. I mean dough for the bread. Anyway, so what we had to do is we had to put the dough on this little like cylinder thing. You know what I'm talking about. I'll put the photo right here. We put the bread on there, and when I walked over to like flatten the bread because that's what we have to do, I accidentally wasn't supporting it and one plopped down to the ground. So it reminded me of that Turquoise Rose episode movie where it falls to the ground and you hear that whole boom, slow motion. And when I dropped it, I was like, oh shoot. And there's this good dude. He's a white dude. His name is Bradley, right? And he was working with me, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" He's all, "Wait, what was his name?"
It's Braden.
Braden. So anyway, I said, "Oh shoot!" And Braden turned around and he's like, "What?" And I went like this. I was holding, my hands were full, and if you guys look at me real quick, I was like, right there. And he was like, he looked at me, he's like, and I was like, I used my lips again. He just looked at me, he's so confused, and I was like, I dropped the dough, and he looks down, he's all, "Oh." Okay, then he turned back around and just started doing his own job. And I was like, I realized like, oh man, he doesn't get what I'm doing with my lips. And I had to remember that.
I got him to do the head nod.
Really?
Yeah. Because they would like, no, they would just look at me when I do that. I'm like, and they just look at me, but then when I do it, they're like, look, doing it back. It's like, yeah, there you go.
Wait, they don't even.
Wait, how old are these kids?
Wait, it's like a dude or a girl?
Braden.
Oh, okay. You mean he doesn't know how to do the head nod?
Gosh dang it, Braden.
I thought it was just like a bro code or something.
I think
if
it
you
is.
nod your head down, it's like saying I acknowledge you and you have my respect. If you head up, it's more like what's up, man?
Non-native one.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I was at Cal's the other day, and I was like walking around trying to find a vest with my brother. And when we were walking, this guy, he like looked at us. He had a hat, a vest on, a button up, and everything.
Hey.
And he drove a dually. He's all cowboyed out. Then he's it's like
Cowboy.
it's like a truck that has like 4 wheels in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Those really wide trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like driving a dually in the town for some reason, but anyways, he looked at me, then he looked at my brother, then he looked at me, and then he's like, "Is that your brother?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my brother." He said, cool. And then he like went to my brother. He did the nod, and I was like, what is this interaction?
No, that's just him showing respect.
Yeah, my brother was.
Wait, did he nod up or nod down?
No, he just nod.
If it's up, that's just him saying what's up. If it's not down, it's like I acknowledge you and respect you.
I think it was the down.
Hey, all fancy like.
Yeah, because my brother has like these like leather boots that he got from Red Wing.
Boot
and
barn.
No, Red Wing.
Boot barn.
Oh, Red Wing.
Yeah, he had
I went
Red
there
Wing
with you.
boots.
That place is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. They
like
have
a-
these
Boot barn.
boots.
It's like a bougie boot barn.
Yeah, they have these boots where it's like you twist it to tighten your laces, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so cool because it makes like noise. You know,
Like how?
ASMR video coming out. I'm just kidding.
Tell me next week.
But yeah, it's so cool. I love that place.
Yeah, he had like Red Wing boots on. He had his fancy work jeans. And he just got off work, so he was like
Is it
dressed.
really fancy work jeans if it's dirty?
No, I think it's just work jeans.
Okay.
Anyways, he was like dressed for work. Like he just got off work and came into town, so he was wearing his work attire and he looked all spiffy.
Spiffy.
It's pretty cool.
Well, I'm feeling pretty spiffy, and I want to open the window.
I think the wind has stopped winding, so open sesame.
Anyways, Karen, what's on your mind? Got any topics for us to talk about? Any questions you gotta ask us?
Not really.
I do have a question. Burgers or tacos?
What color is
I'm a
this?
Burgers.
simple person.
Burgers.
So burgers.
Nice.
Burgers.
What kind of burgers do you love here in Flagstaff?
Mama.
Any burger.
Really?
Mama.
No, I like Macaronda's burger.
Ooh, their burgers are huge. I love it.
Taking it back, Village Inn, All World Burger.
Really?
Village Inn. You ever
They-
remember Village Inn?
Oh,
Village Inn,
yeah.
a restaurant.
Where
yeah.
DeMarco's used to be, or
Village Inn,
I
yeah.
never tried it here,
I'm
but they
from
have it
here.
in Farmington.
Uncultured.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Calling
barely
us
got here like 3 years
uncultured.
ago.
Uncultured.
This ain't my place.
we used to eat there. Yeah, I remember that.
I never ate it here, but
Yes.
we have it back in Farmington.
Yeah, see, it's in Mexico. You have been there.
I live in Gallup. We ain't got nothing.
We got La Brancas.
Gallup has something.
They got Blake's.
We finally got a Ross.
Oh, okay.
They got a Five Below.
We got
Oh
Five
yeah, I saw
Below.
Five Below.
Yeah, man, and everything's always sold out there.
I was kind of peeved that Gallup has a Five Below, but not Flagstaff.
Y'all have more stores than us.
Wait,
I mean,
what-
like,
I prefer Gallup's Mall over Flagstaff Mall.
why?
It's just.
Are you okay?
No, wait. Actually, no. Sorry. I prefer Farmington's Mall over Flagstaff Mall. Holy cow.
Do you
Okay,
not
I was like,
Farmington's?
Yeah.
Gallup?
Yeah. No. Gallup is pretty dead.
Yeah, dude, we're ghetto.
Yeah.
I don't remember Gallup, or not Gallup, Farmington Mall. I only go to Target in Farmington.
I swear, I can't help but think like when I see empty malls like that, I'm like, couldn't it like a company just decide? I mean, they might lose money, but think of the chance of them actually making a profit because they brought a store to Gallup, and all the people would come for that. Because like you said, Five Below is selling out. Like that shows progress that they took a chance and now they're selling out. I'm like wondering how come they can't do that for like all the stores. I mean, I know they had to look at profits and they had to pay and this and that, but like think of the chances of
think
them making money.
Because
from
a
that.
lot of our stores in our mall are local stores. Like they're owned by people.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
area.
that's true.
Isn't
that's
there
true.
like a JCPenney in the Gallup Mall too?
There is a JCPenney.
And a Dillard's?
The Dillard's not there.
No.
Oh.
It's it used to be Fallis, but then they closed down, and then now it's Ross, and now Ross is still there.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually
been
watched this dude
Don't
that.
go.
There's actually a dude
Not
on
missing
YouTube.
much.
There's actually a dude on YouTube. His channel is all about visiting malls that were either abandoned or about to close. And Gallup
Yes.
Mall, he actually visited. And I was like watching videos like, yeah, he's not wrong. That mall is dead.
I think malls are a dying industry.
Oh man. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
I
not
don't
the
even see
80s
a lot of
anymore.
people
Yeah.
at the
Everything's just
Flagstaff
ordering.
one, too.
But this, okay,
Online.
I get the easiness of online ordering, but there's something about malls when it's a good mall, there's something fun about it, especially being with your family and then also eating at the food court and then continually shopping again. And then at Farmington, if you're in the mood, you can go in and just watch a movie right then and there. I'm about to preach right now about why malls should stay open. The good ones, not the bad ones. The good malls.
I think I don't really like online shopping just because I'm the type of person that needs to see it in order to buy it. Yeah.
I feel the same way about tech. That's why when I go to Best Buy and I see it in my hands, I'm more likely to buy it than look online and try to watch videos and try to get people's reviews.
And then on the reviews too, they're mostly paid sponsorships, so it's really hard to trust what they're saying.
Yeah, that's true. But then there's no stopping of clothes shopping or shoe shopping when it comes to online. You can't just digitally. You can probably put it over your feet. I've seen technology like that. But how's it feel on the inside? Is it comfortable? Is it tight? Is it loose? Is it tight? Wait, I said that. And hats, including hats. Like, will it fit?
That, and I'm just too good at finding deals in store. So
True. And plus, I just like talking to people. So malls gives me that chance. Like, sup, y'all?
Nice.
How you guys doing today? Did you guys have any good deals? Cool. I'm out of here.
Nice.
I don't have to ask for deals; they just come to me.
This is so random. I'm sorry.
Why you said pick a topic?
All right. What about you, Hannah? Got any questions?
Well, I just watched an in-depth analysis video essay that's like 30 minutes long about Raya and the Lost Dragon and comparing it to Encanto. It's pretty interesting. I was listening to it while I was getting ready this morning. And
Yeah, I'm very uncultured in that area.
the newest, two of the newer Disney movies.
Oh, Encanto. I thought it was Enchanto.
Sorry?
No, that's seriously how I pronounced it this whole time. That's why when you were saying that, I was like, what are you talking about? But I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Is that how you're supposed to say it?
Yeah.
Encanto. Encanto.
They said that in the movie a couple
The way you
times,
said it, it
too.
makes
I
sense
wasn't
now.
there.
Because they were like, the Encanto is about to die.
I hear I've been saying Enchanto this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nobody corrected you?
No, not even my sister and them.
Wow.
I guess they just like they're like, oh, he's stupid. Just don't bother. I know.
Dang.
I see you guys care about me. Thank you. I
Yeah.
will now pronounce it Encanto.
Yes.
Enchanto.
God has truly blessed me today with y'all.
You better. Anyways, that's what I did this morning. It was really interesting. Just how he compared and contrasted the way the script was written. And there's a lot of crude humor in there. But so I had to like put it on low volume. Just because I'd like to be aware of my surroundings and my roommate, and I'm not sure if she was like really comfortable with that type of humor, but so I kept the volume at a low so that I could giggle along while I was getting ready this morning. But yeah, it's a fun video. I like the video essays. The longest I've watched was 8 hours.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
8
more
hours?
Like
Yeah.
a documentary or a podcast?
No, it was the one I showed you about Azula. The psychology of Azula.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The one we watched was like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, and that one
It was
was
all
like,
about Azula and how she was dealing with 4 different stages of emotions and how it affected her and everyone around her. And it was actually really cool. We were cleaning the student center too. So we're all listening to that as we were doing that.
I was cleaning the student center. He was laying on the couch.
Well, actually, yeah, okay, so she got paid to do that. I wasn't getting paid, so I that's why I was just laying down. And it wasn't my job, it was her job. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I really enjoy listening to video essays, and okay, this does sound like I'm trying to suck up to Will, but I'm not. I really enjoy listening to podcasts and video essays. I like hearing people talk. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
They would never feel that way at all, so you're good.
yeah, like I don't know, because they shared some with Emmanuel that I enjoy watching. I even watched it, like the 8-hour one specifically was an episode by episode deep dive of a TV show. Yeah. And it was like a 2-parter. So 2 8-hour episodes. 2 8-hour videos on one TV show. So 16 hours total. And
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
yeah, I just listen to it while I'm doing things. I'm driving around. I mean, my drive home is 2 hours, so that's already 4 hours knocked out.
That's cool though. I only listen to a few podcasts only, honestly. So the ones I listen to is Go Mad, which means go make a difference. It's like Go Mad, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Brad and Ron, or not Brad and Ron, Brad and Doug Hutchcraft. Yeah, they do their own podcast over there.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My favorite podcast right now at the moment is the Dive
RezRootz.
Studios. I mean, that one too. But like Dive Studios.
Like, now you're sucking up to me.
It's funny.
It's like it's a podcast like group team whatever, and they have these little segments of different individuals holding their own little topics, and I think they are making their main thing is like make content relatable to Southeast Asian group of people, but they have a lot of K-pop stars on there, and they just talk about random things, not your typical K-pop content where it's like very filtered and very like, yeah, I like to breathe type of content. It's more like them joking around and making fun of each other, being casual, and it's fun to listen to and see a more relaxed side of them. Yeah, and I really, it's pretty cool. It's very chaotic. It's because sometimes they switch between like, since most of them have like K-pop stars on there, they switch in between like speaking Korean and speaking English interchangeably, or some episodes are purely in Korean and some are purely in English. So it kind of gets hard to listen to, but then after a while you like pick up on certain words and you're just like, okay, I think that's what it means. And you're just like laughing, not understanding what's going on, just be like, ha, 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 ha. Everyone's laughing, but I'll laugh along because everyone's laughing.
You just see an applause sign.
Yeah, basically. It's really interesting. Check it out. It's not Christian though.
Majority of things are like that.
It's funny. If you like K-pop, it's a funny thing to watch and listen.
Nice.
Anything else you can guess?
Karen,
you're making me nervous. You good? You alright?
Yeah.
You know what I found interesting though? Karen was trying to fold a paper more than 7 times this past weekend.
I did, and I succeeded and won $5.
Wow.
Yeah, she had a method, and I saw it, and I was like, wow, that's actually smart. Yeah, so I now know how to win $5 from somebody.
Yes.
So what'd you do with that $5? What'd you do with that?
I don't remember. I think I got... No,
Oh,
I got
spicy.
boba.
That was me.
I got boba over the weekend. Friday? So, it's pretty good.
I kind of want a burger.
Ooh.
What? What?
She's getting hungry.
It's because you mentioned burger earlier.
It actually made me think about the burgers we ate. So we had 2 new students here at IVC, guys. Marin and
Marin.
Kai. Marin and
Marin and Kai.
Kai. I almost said Max, but Max left sadly. But
Oh, yeah.
those 2,
Like,
yeah.
not left, like, you didn't leave, but he was a part-time student.
Yeah, he was only here for 2 weeks for one class, and now he's going back to his other
Shout out to
school.
Max.
Udder.
Yeah, we miss you, Max. But yeah, we had burgers, we had hot dogs, we had hot Cheetos, we had Ruffles, we had Coca-Cola and root beer and Mountain Dew, and we had like this little like get together, all of us guys, and we were just welcoming them, getting them to know us, and telling them a little bit about each one of us. Kai literally like knew most of us. It was Marin. So we were telling him a lot of things, and yeah, it was a great time. I really enjoyed it. And that night, yeah, I really enjoyed those two, and I'm looking forward to having them here at IBC with us. Especially Kai. I don't know if you guys knew, but Kai was one of my campers when I was a counselor back at Broken Arrow Bible Ranch. Yeah, he was only 16 when he was my camper, and this was Teen Week too. So it was really cool to see Kai come during the preview days, being able to see him, and we had this little conversation between us. And then here, now that he's here, it was a total surprise. He didn't even tell me. So when I saw him walk through our door and was like, "Hey, these two are joining y'all," I was like, "Kai!" Gave him a hug, and I'm really excited to see where he goes. And honestly, seeing his room and his music tech stuff all set up, I'm like, dang, he's all ready to go. Like, I'm just in that field where it's like, I think we have more people to help you out, Will. He's more in that music stuff, just like you. And then, yeah, I'm more into videos, so I'm not in that same field with y'all. So, with our powers combined, we can work together and rule the world. I was kidding, no. We can rule IBC, though. I was kidding.
Okay.
You guys good? All good? Got everything off your heart, mind? So this podcast is really, really chill, as you can tell. It's nothing too serious, nothing crazy. Just getting to know each and one of us.
Getting to know you.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot more podcasts coming. It's going to be more consistent. And looking forward to see what God does through the RezRootz podcast. And any feedback, any comments, any thoughts, ideas, shoot us a text.
Memes.
Yeah.
Send memes. I
Or
like
memes. Or memes for Hannah.
Yeah. Tag us in memes.
If you send me a meme, I probably won't open it. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure I'll
2 days
open it.
later.
Yeah.
I will open it. Don't worry. I got you. I will even repost them. Send me.
There's that meme where it said, like, please hesitate to reach out to me. No, not that bad, but
I probably won't respond, but I'll see them for sure.
All the messages is seen by her.
Yeah.
not even liked or anything. It's just seen.
Seen and reposted. That's it.
But yeah, so this chill podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Got to know each and every one of us here. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Peace out.
Send me.
Hagone.
Hagone. How do you say it in your language? Wait.
No. Hagone. It was funny, like.